still be an option to, first test will be
a few nervous.
larger than well.
Jan Stander, you have the Lloyd's TSB Scotland logo on your chest and the Cricket Scotland logo on your chest. Are you a Scot?
Well, I guess it's a difficult question, but I've been here since 2003. Came over as an amateur, and I feel really comfortable at the moment with where I am. I think people move around in the world for business reasons, for work-wise. That's the move I made, and the fact that the opportunity comes up to play, it's just a dream that has obviously also become true now. I'm settling down in Scotland, getting married this summer, so there's no reason why I can't say that I am quite comfortable in Scotland.
But you're going to be playing in the country of your birth, and that must make a difference, probably an advantage.
Yeah, I guess it is an advantage. It's always easier to go back to your natural instincts and what you got brought up with and the type of wickets you got brought up with. So, I think that will definitely be a benefit for me. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter where I get the opportunity to play. I just love playing the game, and that's what I want to do. The fact that it is in South Africa is a benefit for me, more on the fact that, my family and friends are still out there, and even though I've been away for so long, they've always been quite supportive and been keeping track on me. So, they're quite pleased that they could be there with my first games.
Have you been offended by the comments about yet another jock bock and all that kind of stuff?
I think I would like to say that it isn't there in the back of your mind when people say things like that. But at the end of the day, I think you've got to be able to look yourself in the mirror and justify to yourself. I've said in the past, if I purely came here just to come and play cricket, I would have made sure that I stayed in 2003 and 2004 the right amount of days that I could have qualified 2 years ago. I think I've worked hard. I've not just in my own game, but also for Cricket Scotland, taking the Scotland under 15 boys to South Africa on a tour, so I think, like I said, it's always a tricky one, but I think if you can justify it to yourself at the end of the day that you're doing things for the right reason, and I would just love to play for Scotland and just go and do it on the park for the country. That's
quite apart from anything else, of course, the Irish and the Dutch have far more non-Irish and non-Dutch players than we have non-Scottish born players.
Yeah, I think that is really irrelevant. At the end of the day, I mean, you could look at the neighbouring country, England, with Andrew Strauss and Kevin Peterson being South African born. I think you could look around any team. I think if you look around teams' coaching staff, if you look in any business, it's just the way the world has gone. And I think with technology and the way life has moved forward, it's easier to be away from home. I think, if you think 20 years back and I had to write a letter to my mom or the rest of the family, once a month type of thing, it would have been probably a lot harder. But, you can pick up the phone and it's almost the same cost than it is to phone down to London.
Absolutely, but now you're looking positively. You've got an opportunity to do the business for Scotland in South Africa. And have you played at Benoni yourself?
I've played in the Johannesburg area. I haven't actually played on Benoni itself. I played at Wits University. I've also played a few games at the Wanderers 2 ground where we are actually playing some matches. So I have played up in the Highveld, and that was with age group county teams, but haven't actually played on Benoni itself.
And will you be asked to bring your experience of these kind of conditions to your team in any kind of pre-match talks or whatever?
No, I think we've got a good coaching staff, and obviously Ryan as captain is also quite knowledgeable about the area. And I think with it being my first tournament, I wouldn't want to get involved with anything like that. I just want to focus on my own game. I want to make sure that when I get the opportunity, that I really make use of it and do the best for Scotland.
And silly question, but what ultimate outcome would you be satisfied with?
Well, I think I think what I would like to come back with is coming back and just proving to people, you know, what type of player I am. I mean, I haven't had a lot of opportunities in the last 4 years. I played 2 years ago for the A side and did quite well there. But the ultimate outcome is to come back and Scotland have qualified for the World Cup. I think that is the most important thing. Besides any one individual performances, as the team can reach the final goal, that is what I would like to see happen.
Smashing. Good luck.
Thank you very much.